Oh, fuck my life.
All right, so our next match was Jake Atlas and Taylor Rust.
What am I watching? 205 Live? Oh, I am watching 205 Live
It
again.
essentially is. Okay, here's the problem, though. I don't know.
Oh, my God.
I don't know where this happened, but Jake Atlas was clearly hurt.
Think he hurt his arm or something?
No, I think he was knocked out.
Oh.
I think he was...
That's right. Yeah, he had a concussion. He got a concussion. Better get Joey Mercury on that case with that concussion.
Oh, my God. Like, no kidding. I mean, it was scary.
It was.
I mean, we were sitting there, we're like, oh, my God, what's going on? And then as soon as, like, Jake Atlas started to do something, you could tell he was out. Mm-hmm. He had no idea what was happening. This was a scary match at that point. Mm-hmm. Like, at first it was fine, not offensive, but at the same time, there was nothing special about it. But then, I mean, I don't even know what happened, but Jake Atlas, like, went totally, like, out cold.
Right.
Where I think that Rust won because they needed to end this match quick.
Yeah, pretty much. That was pretty much the case.
And it really was. It was the perfect circle, and oh my God, I was so scared. I'm like, please end this now.
But it was for the best because this was clearly the worst match on the card.
It was, but I don't blame them. That's the problem because one of them got hurt. How can you pull off a good match?
Yeah,
when
it was
knocked
It was very
unconscious?
clearly the worst match on this card. Anyways, let's move on because
Such a
I really don't want this commentary to continue.
All right, Peanut Gallery, let's make this shit match again. We're starting with the Honor Rumble. Number 1, just immediately right off the bat, Brian Zane should not be on commentary. 0% of that is interesting.
Also, the GM of Ring of Honor Television should be fired, and so should the head booker because they're terrible. This match was awful.
I mean, it was whatever. I mean, at least it was on.
Oh
a
my
pre-show.
God! I can give you a million things that happened that was so poorly booked. Also, who's producing this shit? Mick.
I couldn't have booked this one better. 0. I would have done
No. This was like one of the highlights of my night.
This was the best match of the night. I have to agree with you.
Which was utterly terrible. Not this match, but like the night in general was just terrible.
You didn't like this show? I like the show.
I did not. It was worse than their last show was.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the thing.
I wish it was one fall to a finish. Fuck, what the hell?
Okay, I will say in their defense, this Fatal 4-Way elimination thing is a standard in Death Before Dishonor. Here's what
the way
I
that
would've-
EC3 eliminated himself was terrible.
Yes.
The other 3 participants were okay, but the last 2 were amazing.
Yes.
Again, it should have been a one-on-one match. If you really wanted the
Here's
one-on-one match fetish to happen, then make it happen.
Jesus Christ. Here's what I really like about this, and I will say this in their defense. They set up 2 really great matches and a lot of great time to build these matches for Final Battle.
So why didn't they do it for this one? Have the Fatal 4-Way at Final Battle?
That's a really good point. I feel like that would have been a little bit better. Had like a double count out thing for Demonic Flamita and EC3.
Fuck you,
and then
delirious.
have some bullshit thing here with Brody King or whatever. I personally liked the match. I did.
Fuck you, Delirious. My God.
I couldn't have booked this better. 0. I love this.
No, there was like 0% of nothing you could have booked better about this match.
I thought the ending was great.
I thought the false finish was terrible.
No, I love that. I actually loved that.
No, I hated that.
No, this made this feel better because then Gresham even still looked like the biggest babyface in the world. Where even
maybe, yeah, I can kind of see that, but
I loved this.
I don't know.
And also, of any person to
I'm torn on this.
And any person to take this belt off of Jonathan Gresham, who built this division, Josh Woods had to be the guy.
Mm-hmm. Future, right there.
I thought it was great.
Yeah,
and that's why I love this match. It was because I thought this was perfect.
Fuck this shit.
Shane Taylor should not have been taken out of this match.
This match should not have happened.
Here's my thing.
Because they had to change 2 people in the match. Why? That's like 1/3 of the people.
And okay, so number one, Rush's thing was actually a thing. But
I don't care. They should have.
No. Here's my problem. Shane Taylor came back in the match and attacked Kenny King. Why?
Because reasons.
Here's my thing. This shouldn't have happened. They said that fucking Dragon Lee and goddamn Kenny King, there we go, won the Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions, right? Why did you not have a Ring of Honor World Tag Team Championship match?
I would have rather had that.
Moses and Khan
taking
on Kenny King and Dragon Lee.
Yeah, that would have been my thing. That would have been like the first instinct right there.
And then have Bestia Del Ring and Shane Taylor at ringside.
Exactly. That would have been so much better.
It was so much better.
So much better.
I'm sorry. Bestia Del Ring.
I'm sorry, Delirious, but we're just booking the fuck out of you. Go the fuck home.
We're sitting here trashing your own shit because I love this team. I love the Shane Taylor promotions. But at the same time,
broke away from.
It should have been Rouge.
Yep.
I'm sorry. And it's not his fault, but at the same time, come on.
They broke away from it, and
Bestia Del Ring.
They shit themselves in the corner here.
Bestia Del Ring should not be wrestling.
Might as well put a pull up on, shit yourself in the corner. All right, let's move on.
Add somebody else to La Faction Ingobernable so Bestia does not have to wrestle unless it's absolutely necessary.
Exactly. They did this for reasons. No one cares.
Right, exactly.
God, I hate
it sucked.
this match.
I don't like saying that because I thought that they were having a really good 6-person division.
Yeah.
I love their match at the last pay-per-view that we had with Castle, Dak Draper, and Dalton Castle. I thought
even then it was
No, I still like that match though. I did.
It was fine. I mean, it just gets worse and worse from here. Let's move on.
You're just so bitter.
I'm just so bitter.
I love this match.
It was a great opener, but that's about it.
You're so
What's the point of having this match? There's nothing going into this.
Instead of this bullshit, why didn't you have EC3 versus Demonic Flamita?
I know, exactly.
That would have been a much better
what's going into Isom versus Flip Gordon? That's not Flip Gordon. That's
Dalton Castle.
Thank you. Again, I really don't care. So what's the point in having this rivalry going into it?
I told you.
Their former partners have turned on each other like Show and Yo. So
yeah,
why not emphasize that?
Right. They did. Well, they kind of did. They did.
They did a shit job of it.
Right. Show and Yo actually won titles. If these two actually were teaming for a while and they won some titles together, I would have dealt with it. But at the same time, they were only tag team for a month.
Yeah, no one cares.
Right. Exactly.
Let's move on.
Oh, this should have been so much better. So number one, these teams, they're already established. Why are they facing each other?
Because nobody cares.
Let's face teams that are just in. How about let's face Violence Unlimited and give them a big win or something.
Or PCO and Danhausen or something like that.
PCO and Steve or whatever the hell fucking
No.
Brian's
It's PCO and Danhausen.
Sledge is a part of that team too.
No one cares about
It's a
Sledge.
6-person.
No one cares about Steve. It's all about PCO because the chemistry between PCO and Danhausen was very apparent.
Right.
Within that match, and I loved it.
Right, you needed a cohesive team. You
needed something fresh.
And here's the thing: we're not shitting on either of these teams, but they're already established. What are you doing?
Nobody cares about OGK or the Briscoes as a tag team. Nobody cares.
Or against each other. Let's have OGK facing a new team.
Let's have OGK versus Danhausen and PCO.
Right, or the Briscoes versus the same, or the Briscoes versus, whatever. And
right, exactly. The Briscoes versus Violence Unlimited or whatever.
Right.
Or Shane Taylor. I mean, there's so many teams.
Right.
But fuck, man, come on. Why?
They did not build this correctly.
No.
There was no build to this.
Oh,
Nobody
my God. Thanks, Delirious.
Right.
Fucking asshole.
Nobody cared. Nobody cared. Okay, hold on. Okay, so they built this as a 2 recent releases that face each other. What happened in the match was not their fault. Somebody got hurt.
It was kind of like a Brian Myers versus
Matt Cardona.
Matt Cardona's tour
where
situation.
they had to end it really quickly because somebody legitimately got hurt.
Which is fine. That's okay.
But here's the thing that I do like. I like that both of these guys are in Ring of Honor.
Yes.
I
This is
feel
the perfect place for them.
They would have gotten lost in the shuffle in AEW, and I feel like they wouldn't have belonged in Impact.
No.
I feel like Ring of Honor is a perfect place, and also this really bolsters their roster.
Right.
And I think that's what they need. So I'm very happy that these two signed a contract with
It was
Ring of
just
Honor.
unfortunate that they got lost in like
and
the injury.
somebody got hurt.
Right.
Right.
Somebody got hurt.
It doesn't help.
No.
Now, here's another thing that would have been great for this. Instead of these two facing each other, what about either OG King and the Briscoes versus two guys that were released as tag team partners?
Right.
That would have been a much better introduction.
Right.
And also, why did they tell us these two before the show? It would have been so much better if they waited until later for the surprise after.
Exactly.
I didn't even know until they announced it. Wait until the show. That would have been awesome.
Yeah,
Are you
absolutely.
kidding?
Yep.
100%. That would have been awesome. This sucked.
Yeah, we talked about how much this sucked.
The Foundation's promo went nowhere. I did not care.
I didn't care either.
Here's the thing. I legitimately
Who is Jonathan Gresham? Fucking Ric Flair?
No, Jay Lethal. You're thinking about Jay Lethal.
Jay Lethal is he?
Jay-
Well, but I guess he did. I guess they did do the whoop. Woo woo woo.
The woo off, the best thing in
That was the best promo in the history of wrestling.
It was awesome. But okay. In the context of Ring of Honor, Jay Lethal is the Ric Flair of that promotion.
But who the fuck cares?
At the same time, what was the point? No, it was not the point of Jay Lethal talking. It was what was the point of that happening?
There was no point.
There was a point in time, legitimately, and I am not kidding you, where I saw that, I'm like, oh my god, Jay Lethal is retiring. I legitimately thought that. But it meant nothing. There was no, but what was the point?
You think Jay Lethal's retiring? You're so cute.
We knew for a fact that all three of these guys were finding the pure.
Adorable. You thought Jay Lethal was retiring.
Well, okay, he came out here and they're all clapping.
No.
They're all clapping. He's the only one chanting. We know these guys are good in the pure division. There was no point to this. Here was what I thought immediately as soon as it happened. This company has zero faith with these guys. Zero.
Yeah.
Because they have the
Pretty
Jay
much.
Lethal, they had Jay Lethal and the Foundation come out there.
One of
to
the
do
guys just signed a contract with AEW. That's how little faith they have in him.
this. And one of them's a former Ring of Honor pure champion already.
Yeah.
You know what? Here's my thing. I think this is exactly what happened. This was a last minute call. Because this match stunk up the room so bad that they had to get the Foundation out there to cut a promo to make sure that none of these guys were buried. I can almost guarantee you that was the problem.
Violence Unlimited has already been buried. They're
Violence Unlimited sucks. I
They
cannot
suck.
take them. Other than Brody King, I can take none of them seriously.
Yeah, they suck.
They were Ring of Honor tag team champions, and they lost them before we knew it.
That's true. We didn't even know. Tyler Hyde didn't even know they lost until, they lost the tag team champions on ROH TV last week. Again, problems with the booking is that Ring of Honor is so irrelevant.
Right. Why didn't you show this on the pre-show before they came out there and talked? It's like, wait, when the fuck did Kenny King and Dragon Lee win the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champions?
I know when NWA champions change before Ring of Honor champions change. That is how irrelevant this fucking
This shit is. I mean, this was a bad match. They did this out of nowhere. This was a mess.
It was terrible.
Thank God they waited for the final part to have the title matches. Because all the title matches were good to excellent. At the very least.
Okay.
I mean, goddamn. I mean, Delirious, we just booked your shit in 13 minutes. And I guarantee you booked this for months. And we did it in 13 minutes.
Oh, my God.
And you know for a goddamn fact, you and I can sit here and book the entire fucking show for months leading up to this goddamn show. And it'd be so much better than what it was.
Yeah.
Because you're right. To be honest with you, I totally forgot that Homicide and Chris Dickinson were the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champions until you just mentioned that.
Yeah.
No idea. Zero. That's how bad that was.
Yeah. It was just terrible.
Bad. Just bad.
I know.
100%. So, thank you all for listening or watching. If you did enjoy,
I have an idea for...
yeah, what's going on next week?
I have an idea.
Okay.
Hold on. Because there is no... I'm going to see if they have... Because, Wrestling Observer Newsletter just released her top 10.
Right.
I wonder if they release any of their awards yet.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, maybe we'll do something with that. I'll announce it beforehand. I definitely will.
Hold on. Let's take a lookie. Let's take a lookie.
Well, while you're doing that,
they have not released 2021 awards.
Not yet.
Not yet.
They're getting close. I can almost tell.
Yeah.
So, next week, either it's going to be the award ceremony thing for them, and we'll talk about that in length, or I had an idea about going through what makes a great wrestling show.
Ooh, that might be interesting too.
So we have two really good ones. I'll announce it beforehand. So if you did enjoy this video, or if you're listening to this, remember to like this video or the podcast, subscribe wherever you are, and share it with your friends on all of your social medias. Follow us on ours with the link trees down below, and let us know what you think of Death Before Dishonor. Did you like it? Did you not? I want to hear from you in the comments down below, and as always, be
majestic.